Hello, you wonderful people. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. My name is Doris Salazar Ruiz.
And my name is Alex Frontini.
So, where are you guys originally from?
I am original from a city called Jalapa, Veracruz in Mexico. It is located in the Gulf of Mexico.
And I was born in a small town called Huachinango in the state of Puebla, Mexico as well.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you lived in this country for?
We've been here for 20 years.
Correct. This coming August 2nd will be our 21st year in America.
Wow. So, how has your experience been like coming to this country?
For the most part, I think it has been a very positive experience. I mean, what is more positive than having two beautiful children born in here? Um, I think our jobs, they had been a great experience. I am a teacher at elementary school, and guess for the most part, it's been very positive.
On my behalf, I can say that it's been substantially better than when I thought originally because the beginning was complicated for a number of reasons, the adaptation to a new culture and the challenges of living in a different country with different students coming from different backgrounds. And as time passed by, we went really well in spite of the challenges that we faced as a family and as educators.
So, what do you like about this country and what do you most dislike about it?
Wow. I think what I like the most, if I have to compare it with my country, it's all the resources that you find in different areas. Like, for example, in education, I can talk about education. Um, you have a lot of resources in this country for students, even though some people might think not. If you compare it with Mexico, students, they had to buy their own materials, they had to buy their own books, even though it says it is like a public education or free education, it is not. And in here, kids are very lucky to have materials for free, excellent books, resources that they need. So I think I think that's a very positive thing.
See, in addition to what she mentioned, I would like to add the fact that I truly see America as the melting pot of, of the 70s, 80s. The possibility of blending with multiple cultures, with different backgrounds, and multiple languages as well, is very enriching. And the fact that you are um, living and interacting with these multiple opportunities certainly give you a broader perspective about not only America or Mexico, but the world.
Yes. And how did you guys come to this country?
Where we were very lucky that in Mexico there is a program with a cultural exchange between teachers from the United States and Mexico, and we were lucky enough to be recruited by districts, and we passed an examination, and then they brought us here to work as teachers to help students who speak Spanish. Who speak Spanish.
I was never offered the opportunity of working with students who spoke Spanish because my position as I got here was mainly to work with, um, you know, English speaking students in middle school. So Doris had the opportunity to go to elementary school and be part of that program, but I did not. I was placed in a regular middle school, traditional middle school, where I taught English for um, 12, 15 years. And yeah, the process was being selected from Mexico through a national examination for English teachers, and then eventually a district offered us a contract.
And why did you guys choose to come?
Well, since I was at the university studying English, I was thinking about, okay, I now studying English, and then what I'm gonna do with that language. And I have several opportunities to come here, but it never really landed any of those. And the main reason, I guess, is for everybody, like everybody said, like you come and this is the land of the opportunity. So I wanted to try and see if that was true.
I have always had a pretty evident connection with the U.S. in terms of its music, its culture, its history since I was very young, and I don't I don't know how, but at the time, and this is related to what Doris was sharing, we were in college and we were dating. I had already proposed, and I told her, we're gonna have our kids born in America. Why did I say that? Why did I think it was gonna be possible? I don't know. I just sensed that my position, my place in this world was going to be working here in America, and eventually it just came true. And why? Because I love the language, and this is the place where language is spoken. Therefore, that was my why behind it.
And if you guys had the option to go back to Mexico, would you?
You answer first.
Um, um, I love my home country. There are many good things about it too. Aside from my roots, uh, my history, my first language, my family. I always think about going back one day, with a better position in terms of retirement and other things. Find a nice place in Mexico. So yeah, it's always in the back burner for me. It's always been.
I'm still in the middle. I like this country. I think they could offer many things still, and the only reason why would I go back is to see my family, because my entire family, extended family, is over there. My parents, my sister. So that would be the only reason why I would go back. I don't miss many of the things from my country, and I don't like a lot of things that are happening in my country right now. So I'm in the middle, debating.
And here in America, have you had any struggles here? Any hardships at all?
From the beginning, for example, dealing with credit was a problem. Building your credit when you are an adult is it's complicated. Coming from another country, more so. Um, Adapting to the process of how schools work was another challenge. I even had issues with the acronyms used. There's a lot of acronyms in the educational field, and then I needed to find complete sentences for those, letters, and find meaning on multiple things. But generally speaking, I think those challenges made me the person that I am today, and I embraced them all, and I thrived, and I think we're in a good position now. I am in a good position now.
Yeah, one of the most difficult part, I think, it was adapting to a new culture, new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing things, and also new ways of teaching and having kids. For example, in Mexico, in our schools, all the kids just as soon as the recess bell rings, everybody just run like crazy, And in here, I was like, okay, you can go and run. And they were like, no, 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 no. In here, we walk. And we walk in the halls. And we don't do this. And we don't do that. And I was like, oh, there are too many rules. And too many testing and assessment for students. It was hard.
And would you do it again, all of it again, coming here and the struggles and everything?
Yes, I would do it again.
In a heartbeat.
No questions asked.
No doubt about it.
That's really sweet. Well, thank you, Mom and Dad, for this interview.
Thank you, Nicole. It's been a pleasure.